Okay. Crow will back up next to Tim's token, taking 2 attacks of opportunity.
Yep. Let's see.
That's fair.
+5.
My AC is 17.
Okay, so the first hyena,
Hits.
because of course I do this. What is their bonus? Okay. 6 points of damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Not bad.
Another one hits you
Okay.
Oof.
for 10 points of damage.
Oh, okay. I thought the 21 was the damage.
I am still standing,
Better than you ever knew.
and I'm going to double check Fireball real quick. I'm sure I can just set this to where it hits those 3 above those guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I just want to double check the size of the explosion of Fireball.
It's a 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius? Okay. Well, then I'm getting all of them by placing it to where it only hits those 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
You have the special sorcerer ability of being able to math.
then let me look at my metamagic options. So I just put the spell in chat, I think. Did it not go in chat?
It did not go.
No, it just did an empty thing.
That is weird.
Yeah. But they get a dex save, and what's your
Okay,
metamagic that you're using?
So I'm not sure. I need to look at it. My computer is not sure what I'm scrolling on. Okay, let me see. Oh, I should have read that before. My bad. Okay, well, I'm not using a metamagic option on it because I should have read that first. So I'm just casting a level 3 because that's the level it is. 25 fire damage, DC 14 dex save.
Okay, DC 14. I shall roll for all 3 of them.
Now I need to
And
see...
their dex is only +2. None of them succeed, so they all take 25.
Oh, thank goodness. And then...
And are very badly burnt.
Yes.
And so just as an early heads up, I have to be done by 11.
Okay,
Right.
I just need to... Sorry, I haven't played a...
No, you're good. There's absolutely no rush. I just want to let you guys know, before, hey, 5 minutes before. All right, bedtime.
I need to look at the table here. I have how many? I have 5. You know what? I'm going to burn all 5 of my sorcery points to give myself an extra 3rd level spell slot. I don't know if it'll matter this encounter, but I might as well just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's my bonus action.
Yep. Tim, Isaac.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and look at spells real fast to make sure I can do this.
I did not update that when I left.
Okay, a 15-foot cone. What does that look like? How do I do that?
Single point from you, and then it goes out by 1. So, like, for instance, like if you're pointing it straight forward, it would do the first one, and then it would do the next 3.
The cone would start here, I think, is how it works.
So the cone starts
Oh,
at
do I have
whichever
to
one
put
you're
it
pointing at.
straight out? Or
So
could I do
you can make it
that
to
way?
where the cone does something
Can
along...
you guys see that? Or no?
Something like that.
I think you'd be able to do that. I
mean,
just
it'd
don't
be-
know. I
yeah.
don't think that would hit crit. Yeah,
It
it's
wouldn't hit
always on
crit.
the corner of yours.
Oh, it would?
It would not
It
hit
would
crit.
not.
Okay.
Yeah, essentially,
I'm
your
trying-
cone would go like that. If you did it right
So-
in front of you.
Yeah, but if
And
you
so,
turn to face this way and hit that corner
I can't
instead...
have the... So I can't have that middle one as the middle and then hit all 3? Or no?
No, you can't. If you wanted to hit all 3 of these ones, you would have to go stand in, like, here and hit crit 2.
Oh, fair. Okay, no, never mind. So I thought that maybe I could hit all 3 with that, but if that's the case,
I mean, that's
Yeah.
okay. I
You
mean,
would have to
still
stand
hitting
here.
2 is good.
Well, if you move,
Here, basically, to hit all 3 of them.
there are ways to hit them, but you'd be taking attacks of opportunity no matter where you move.
and I wouldn't be taking it. It would be Taco.
Right, but I'm just
I don't
saying.
necessarily
Taco.
want.
If Taco dies,
Yeah. I
Taco
don't want
dies, you're the
to-
card, and you can't do anything. So Taco dying
Yeah.
takes out 2 members of the party.
So
And then
I'll go
that-
ahead and use Shatter then, and it's a 60 turn.
Basically, do the same thing I did, where it only hits those 3.
Yeah, same thing. And
Constitution.
hit all. Oh, I have to roll Constitution for that.
No,
I was
roll,
wondering
can you
what
put?
save was?
Yeah.
Oh, let me check.
Just roll the spell.
Where the heck? Oh, there it is. I just click on it. Level. Yeah, it's level 2. Submit.
All right.
Shatter does half because it's a leveled spell.
Oh, it is half. Okay, I put in as no damage because I thought. Okay.
No, we were talking about that one other spell. Oh, somebody saved.
Yeah,
it's-
so the
it's
first one
half,
saves, so it goes to 4. Because that's apparently the ultimate hyena. Kill it and take its power.
Well, he is the Ouroboros card.
But he can't attune to it. Dang it.
The 3 in front of you look very, very. They're pretty worse for wear.
They're burned. They're breaking up. Like
Good.
they were in a band at one point. Now they're not.
Yeah.
Ah!
One of them has like a little bit of their like gut cut open, and so like bits and pieces of things is actually pouring out.
Just so you know, the thing I noticed on my meta
Alright.
magic is I could have turned that into a bonus action, and so I could have attacked with the mace, but I moved first. So
I cast. Is Crow within 30 feet of me?
oh yes,
Okay. So I cast Aid. You and I'm including myself, so each of us, our hit points go up by 5, except me, I assume.
I
Because of my
assume that's
fitness.
temporary.
Each target's hit point maximum in turn hit points increase by 5 for the duration.
I'm gonna
So
count
mine
that
would
as my
go by 5?
temporary for now, because your hit points temporarily increase by 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that up with my temp too.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, each of you guys has additional 5 HP. It can be healed up to that point too. So if you drop
Yeah.
down, I can still keep healing that.
That's the
That'll be
important-
my action.
I would
My
say
bonus action.
it's really
What's up?
annoying because Crow doesn't bleed because of his. That's the quirk I chose. So I can't say he's
Yeah.
bloodied, but I can say that he does not look like he's going to be standing for much longer.
Okay. And then I will take my defensive stance,
All right.
and I believe that is all I can do. So that is
Yeah.
my turn.
The hyena strike team is going to go. This one, being only able to attack Critmere, is going to try to maul Critmere.
It has flanking.
Yeah, it has advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So, does 17 hit Critmere?
17 does not.
It bites and misses. This is the odd hyena out in which he actually doesn't have flanking because he can't draw a line through you, so he is saddened.
Hmm.
Oh wait, can he?
No,
No.
he'd have to be exactly opposite.
He tries to bite Critmere. He fails to bite Critmere.
I bob and I weave.
This one's going to go after the magic guy right in front of him.
Fair. Definitely fair.
He did more than one thing,
He crit.
and the other one,
Yeah.
he would have hit either way, but
So
that
that
crit.
one actually doesn't hit.
So you take 23 points of damage as he almost rolls max.
Oh my!
What the heck? Okay, well,
It's apparently the hyena strike team.
Remember, it goes your temporary first, so you should be mostly fine.
I'm at 3 temporary hit points now out of 28.
Well, yeah, 2 of that can be healed.
Well,
True.
I would be taking a beating if I do that. So we're not going to do that.
It's okay. I also have lay on hands. I can pump 10 points into myself too.
1, 2.
Well, you don't have that
And I
much
can
heal
use
yet.
Stand before
Well,
you.
I don't want to
Gonna
use
bite.
my shepherd's scarf on you, because then I would be the only target.
I can't
No,
split
you're good.
damage after I took that much damage.
Yeah, the hyena below you, Alex, is also going to strike furiously at you. He didn't crit.
But he did hit.
I'm assuming that hits.
24.
19 plus 5. Yeah, that definitely hits.
For 6 points of damage, a lot less than the other
Ugh.
ones.
Thankfully. All right.
Whew.
And what was once a small little like goo covered knoll is like its body is stretching unnaturally, and it stands up as you see like muscles and stuff kind of start bulging out underneath its skin,
Tempting.
and it hobbles towards you, trying to get its form.
It didn't move far enough. No, wait, 20-foot radius?
Yeah, radius.
Sorry.
It is now Kritmir.
Okay.
Been
Who
attacked by
is
the mighty morphing hyena rangers.
Who is going to die? We will take
Crow.
and we will attack the flanking creature.
All right.
We will slash at it.
Yep.
That hits.
Yeah.
A mighty strike.
I will swing again at this. This creature shall be subdued.
Yes.
Damage. It is very well bloodied.
And I will take my action surge so I get another action.
Yeah, and then
Decimate
which
it.
means you get 2 more attacks because you're taking the attack action.
Yep.
I'm going to attack.
That hits.
Swing.
Woo.
It is barely standing before
Oh.
your assault.
And my last swing on it with me.
That hits.
Oh wow.
No
Just barely.
way. Yes.
They just
And-
have a lot of hit points is all apparently.
Yeah. As you strike down once more and carve through the back of this thing, and the contents of this hyena kind of disgustingly spill out.
Ugh.
Don't
Wipe
worry,
off
he has
my sword.
Purify.
Yep.
Crow says from
Clean
over
my
in the corner
sword on this one.
as he casts Fireball, which will centered at the origin of this arrow because that'll hit those 3
Yep.
and that thing.
All right, so
As I go to roll it here.
I'll roll for the hyenas first because they actually have a dex score.
Yeah.
All of them make it
Okay, well I need to
Wow.
roll the spell
because
here.
it's EC 14, right?
That'll tell you.
Yeah, so all of them make it, so they take
Yep.
half, which is 13,
Still.
which unfortunately for some hyenas involved,
Is death?
one barely stands, and the creature, it doesn't matter what it rolls because it's going to die because it's not fully formed.
Scrow's just like, yes, as he's barely standing.
All right, Isaac.
All right. Well,
You know,
let's
he
go
had.
ahead and cast.
You can move if you need to, but
Yeah, you can
I
move,
don't know
bro.
that you do.
Yeah, I'll
Run
just
left.
cast a cantrip into his butthole. Like, I mean, there's not really much I
That
need
works
to do. I'm thinking, if you have purified, then poison sprays. Wait, that's a cantrip. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, the poison wouldn't last.
Yeah, the poison spray goes away like immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't poison the creature with the poisoned thing.
Yeah, it's not contagion.
16 con.
It
Ooh.
fails, and it kind of partially dissolves, and it continues down its body, and it kind of flops open a little bit, and you see like what looks like a partially formed knoll kind of tumble out of its belly.
Oh, that's not creepy at all, guys.
Ugh.
You know, we should probably cook this here, purify it, and then take it back.
I agree.
Because they don't want to see where this came from.
Wait, did we kill everything?
Yeah, that's all of it.
Everything is now
Alright.
dead.
I will cast Cure Wounds on. I will move over to.
Well, yeah. I think we're out of
Crow, cast Cure
initiative
Wounds.
now.
The great thing about Purify Food and Drink is that it is a ritual, so
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't get to be like, which ones do you purify? Which makes me sad.
So we take as many increments of 10 minutes as it takes after cooking them.
It is free of poison and disease in a 5-foot radius sphere centered on the point of my choice. So
Oh, well then.
5.
I'm pretty sure whatever meat we get out of it will be within that space for a couple castings.
Yeah.
You manage to purify hyena. It's an interesting experience for everyone involved.
And
Cool.
people get fed. Hooray.
Yeah, these things were like bulging.
Oh, so there was extra
And-
meat on them.
Yeah, it isn't like it's a hearty meal, but you get everyone has a meal
Yeah.
this night.
Yes. So good news is we're not going to die of starvation today.
Not today.
Finally.
So
It's
the
nourishment.
long rest removes one level of exhaustion because we ate, right?
Yeah.
So we still have
Nice.
disadvantage on ability checks, but our speed is not halved. Actually,
That's fine by me.
hold on. Sorry,
Crow
I
and
moved.
Taco have that. Critmere doesn't, because he only had one.
Right. Oh yeah, I was within my move speed.
And-
Okay.
Same with, I believe Tim. I think Tim only had 1 level.
Yeah, he only.
Yeah,
had
I
one.
only had one.
Well, he had one because he stayed up all night, not because.
And do you guys
didn't
try to
eat.
prepare the hyena a special way, or?
Well, we make it look like it wasn't from the hyena.
Yeah. Roasted, cut up into slabs.
Yeah, it does
We
not
eat
resemble
meat.
hyenas by the time
Well
that it gets to the
done.
people.
The meat tastes terrible.
Yeah, but it probably
surprised.
doesn't actually because everybody's really, really hungry.
Well, I mean, everyone eats it,
Yeah.
but if they had an option, they'd prefer anything
Right.
else.
Yes.
However,
A tire.
they don't.
Like you take,
They
you
don't.
take a bite of it, and literally just like like this foul-tasting grease just goes almost all over you like a geyser.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's edible, so
it's edible. Yeah, no
Yeah.
one has.
yeah, because your spell
Meat
says
plus
nothing about the taste.
Yeah, you purify it. That's what I was asking.
I mean,
Yep. That's it.
if anybody found any spices, but I'm pretty sure nobody did. So
No. Was there any sagebrush back there?
You
Can
can
we
look for
pass?
stuff.
That would help.
I mean, there was brush. I don't know if it was sagebrush.
See, I can look for. Let's see. I'm gonna look for sage, and let's see, survival.
Yep.
See what I can find. Is somebody gonna help me look for? Hold on, I get a disadvantage no matter what.
Yeah, I
right?
was like, I don't think I
Well,
have.
no,
any,
you're not
uh,
at disadvantage anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't.
To get
and I have
spices for the
5.
hyena meat, you'll be at disadvantage, but that'll be basically your last time.
I have
Okay.
5
All right.
survival, so I mean,
Oh, you.
Yeah,
you
we'll
could,
go with.
You could
Yeah.
find stuff better than I can.
with an advantage if
Yeah.
you help me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
it wouldn't be
Wow.
until after we've eaten the hyena.
Yeah, so it'd be D6. You unfortunately
Do not.
do not find anything to flavor this terrible, terrible meat. You guys still eat. You guys still get food.
Yeah, and then after we eat is when the exhaustion goes down by 1.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you know,
Well,
Yeah, that night people have food and and some happiness returns.
I feel like they
Hooray.
also have a better chance to find food later now that they're at don't have disadvantage on their survival checks.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, okay. I guess we rest up.
Yeah, that was the
Rest up?
long rest. Yeah, so long
Cool.
rest stuff happens. So if you get things back, you get things back. Which means I get the the spell points I spent back.
Sorcery.
Sorcery points. I also get the I lose the temporary 3rd level 3 spell slot.
And Taco knows what he needs to do.
Yep.
As the hangman's noose grows ever closer to Taco.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I could potentially live for 22 more days.
Oh,
Yeah, I still don't want a chance going to another town for that.
And
So
But
for that morning, could you guys roll me a D100?
got it.
a herd of deer appears.
right. The weasels.
You see some rabbits.
I was joking.
Hell yeah.
Oh. I take my crossbow.
I
to the
fireball
rabbits.
them. They are all cooked
Guys, look.
instantly.
Rabbit nuggets.
Yeah, you guys get rabbit a little bit. But then,
So much better.
and that's your great morning, and basically what's gonna kind of happen unless you guys do stuff. So what would you all like to do? Because this is now a sandbox, and I have to figure out what all are doing.
Crow starts drafting plans into turning that dungeon into the dungeon of a keep.
Yes, I'm okay with that.
What do
and
I roll for that?
would like-
Like, just to see how much they make sense. Because I'm sure
Basically,
somebody is a mason, but
You talk to some of the people, you're gonna need supplies and also a
Right.
steady source of food.
well, the food we obviously are going to have to work on immediately.
I.e., the people can handle it. That's their job. You're the people that murder things. So go murder things that you can cook, please.
Yeah. As
Well,
I smile a little bit as I think about where that terrible meat came from.
Should we consider maybe delving deeper into the dungeon to see if we can find anything, clear that out, maybe use that as get the blacksmithers working on the iron.
Well,
From what you remember, basically, you guys looked through the dungeon except like the very entrance.
yeah, there were like two
Okay.
places maybe that we didn't go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it went deeper.
I thought it
Okay.
might have too, but I think when we investigated when we were down there, we probably found out that there was nothing there.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we could look in the mountains for more food, because that seems like what's important right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that assessment.
All right, roll survival.
All right, Isaac, I'll give you advantage
All right.
Yep.
Let me do this.
because I still have disadvantage, and yours is better anyways.
Here's something that they don't talk about a lot in D&D, but Isaac, you get to see me when I go to the bathroom.
Oh god.
And he's a weird
You find out about
Barney dinosaur thing.
You find
Tiefling.
out about tiefling anatomy.
Well, nice to know that wasn't cut
You
off.
find a few more mountain hares,
Hmm.
basically.
We find some food.
It's a little bit. It isn't like a decent meal, but it's better than what you guys have been having, which has been mostly air.
Yeah, more rabbits. I think I keep some rabbits because rabbits breed like rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually not a bad idea.
So I think I start a rabbit pen.
All right, animal handling.
Okay, well somebody else will do the actual animal handling because 1 disadvantage, 2 0.
I can try animal handling if you help me.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah, I have
probably be
no
best.
training in that, so go for it.
They're still very skittish. They'll keep in the cage because you are things that eat meat, but
And they're in the
They're not-
cage. Yeah.
they're not breeding like rabbits.
Not
No.
yet.
No. Hey, eventually they will.
Okay,
So
that's
I cast Asphodite. Yeah.
I cast rabbit breed. No, I'm kidding.
I guess breed.
well, I mean, I have friends, but I don't think that's what he meant.
I can suggest them, and I can make them understand me.
Can I cast ceremony on them and marry them?
They have to be willing.
I can make them willing.
That doesn't
Necessarily.
count.
They don't have the mind for it, basically.
Rabbits, I'm pretty sure they don't bond for life.
No, they don't.
Okay, so you're starting a rabbit farm.
Yeah.
Kritmir's helping you.
Yep. I can carry stuff.
Yeah. You want to send out some of the people to another town to try to get help? I.e.,
Yes.
like start a trade?
Yeah.
I think we should possibly send Sorthandrel as like the liaison / protector.
All right, he's willing to go. The closest
Cool.
place is Purebrook.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that's a good plan. What are we down to numbers wise? You said we lost 5, so we have 45 people.
Yeah, 45 people and 30 Kenku.
Right.
Yeah, you have 75 in total people.
I'm gonna see if any of them are like farmers and agriculture type, and I'm gonna try to set about scouring for seeds and trying to set up a farm.
I mean,
best as
that
we
would be
can.
great, but I mean, we're in a.
It's
They
gonna
came
take
from a
time.
desert town.
Yeah, I mean, if we could find a druid.
Roll the 7 druid, I kid.
Actually, what about the Kenku druid?
Yeah. Where
The
is that?
Kenku druid isn't here.
Darn.
I look at my what is it? Is it a flower in amber?
I believe it was a flower in amber. Yeah, I gave it to you. It was.
Yeah, it's a flower in amber, and I kind of just like. I attempt to take a short rest to discover if it's magical.
It's not magical.
Didn't think it was, but I thought I'd give it a chance.
All right, so you want to start like seeing if someone was by chance like a rabbit farmer.
Yes, I do actually.
In which case, I'll start trying to tend as best as I can to the spiritual and psychological needs of the people.
All right.
Didn't you say these are ruins? And there was a bunch of iron and other stuff around?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, they're
you have
standing
it.
buildings, so the buildings aren't ruins. It's just abandoned.
Okay, good. There's buildings. Okay,
Yeah, there's buildings.
We need to fortify defenses.
Yeah, I checked the saloon.
Yes.
There wasn't any beer
I'm
there.
not good.
They took it with
good
them.
with much, but I can definitely.
The new captain of the guard. And then I would probably talk to the law. I'm gonna keep getting that wrong. Lawmaker.
He's not there.
He's not with y'all.
He left.
Oh,
like,
that's right.
forever
right.
ago. Like at the beginning.
Okay.
Do I have any reason to lie? Because my deception is 6.
Don't worry, people. We will be fine.
That's charisma.
Right.
Saying that sort of thing is charisma.
If you're lying to them,
No, but Crow believes that though. That's so it wouldn't be. So
No, the princess is in another castle.
you guys take those various jobs during the day.
yeah.
Things get slightly settled. People are still hungry, but it isn't as biting as it was.
I'm probably standing watch over the couple of rabbits that are in the cage.
If
Yeah.
Tim
And judging
wants
by
to
the
help,
roll, we
I'd
probably got
like to
2
go
males
out
or
on
something.
hunting parties. Or if Tim
Alright.
just wants to duality of minds and go with someone.
Well, he can't
Um,
talk to them when
Yeah,
he
that
does that.
doesn't actually work. We were talking that doesn't actually work.
Could you roll me?
Oh yeah, because you're only watching their body. Yeah.
So how are you handling like their religious needs? Are you like giving sermons? Are you just being like, "Hey, you're the priest now"?
I would give sermons. I would probably give sermons towards the end of the night when everyone's camping down. Letting them know, hey, this is where the path has brought us. And, I know it's rough. This is definitely not what we planned for, but we're alive. We have another day. And I'm not going to be someone who's like,
As I
only
continue
follow
to
my
pray to that
way.
saint.
I'm gonna try teaching what I know about the Pantheon, even though I only know broad sense,
What's your
but a lot of
religion?
it's going to be heavily influenced with the Iron Way and the Winding Path.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your religion, by the way?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine. Oh, see, I really want to call it the Iron Path.
No, I meant your score.
Oh, I have. I'm trained in it, and I have a +2. Well, I have. Well, technically, yeah, +5.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
'Cause- So
if
you
he's-
know
he's-
relatively decent amounts of information about that.
Yeah, I'll tend to what needs I can. If any of them want to talk specifically about their gods or tough times that they're having, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, Isaac.
Because I'm forced to basically be in his body. Whoever he's speaking to, like in a crowd or one-on-one, I'll telepathically be speaking to that person to follow my pact god every time, but without allowing Taco to know that's what's happening.
For the dark side.
They have to be willing for your telepathic communication. Remember?
Message?
Oh, if you're using message, then yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Just one person in the crowd's like, "Hey, you should talk to this guy."
Hey, have you heard about Cthulhu? The great and powerful?
Oh man.
All
Sir,
right.
excuse me, sir, octopus. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Cthulhu?
So Krit Mir is making sure everyone gets down to business to survive this hell.
Let's get down to business.
Yep.
Yes.
Taco's preaching it up. Crow is starting some rabbit farms. Tim is have you heard of our Lord and Savior by current pact god?
Current? Wait.
And that's what you guys managed to do throughout the day. That night, Isaac, could you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah,
Do I
charisma
just
is
click
your.
on wisdom?
It's the saving throw. So wisdom in
Saving.
the saving throw box.
I got it.
Okay.
Definitely better than mine.
You successfully save as you stop yourself from in the middle of the night biting out your own tongue, which in this case would be tacos.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that that has something to do with this pact god. Okay.
All right.
And the very beads of sweat from your body from sleeping pool into the sand next to you, and the liquid just spells out traitor.
I'm
Wait.
just,
Am I awake from this, or
Yeah, basically you feel it happening, but then your basically mind, you wake up, Taco's still asleep.
that's got to be a weird feeling.
You just
Yeah.
open up my eyes.
You're still snoring.
Yeah, and basically your / Taco's body, the sweat kind of drips off in a very strange, non-natural way, and it just says traitor.
It's not his body. Whatever.
And he's doing his best to spread, but Fair.
Wait, oh no. I wonder can I I want to see if it's in the room with me or if it's just communicating to me. What would I do for that? Like, because I mean, I would be freaked out seeing this. My backstory.
With your knowledge of your pact, you know it isn't in the room with you, but
Okay, it's angry. It's angry. All right. Well, I'll try and communicate it to it and say get me out of this predicament, save my friend, and we'll see who's still a traitor. But
and it responds to you in the way it's always responded to you, in a voice you can never describe.
Oh God.
For it is beyond description.
Oh God.
You sold yourself to another. Traitor.
You did.
I merely shook his hand. I don't know him.
That is not what I talk about. You made a pledge. You lacked faith. And
Respect
the connection,
is truth. Huh?
and the connection goes quiet.
Ah, dang. Well, wait, how close to morning is it?
This is like the middle of the night.
Oh God. Well, disturbed. I try to ignore it, go back to bed. I'll kick the sand a little bit so nobody sees it, but
The snoring taco stands up and kicks the sand.
Eyes wide open, just kicking the sand.
But yeah,
Praise to Talos.
I'll just close my eyes and try and go back to bed in Taco's body.
yeah, and as you fall back to sleep, you just hear this incessant clock, just tick, 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 tick.
God.
So I've still been taking my time to pray to that saint.
All right, and because of the increased faith in the town, that morning, roll me a flat D20.
Yeah.
Do you get some divine intervention?
No.
You were just forsaken by the gods.
Roll 20 gods, why?
And roll me a D100 for that morning.
Well, I might as well roll. I just rolled. Watch this one be really high.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, we're not exhausted at all anymore, so I guess that's a plus.
What
right.
am I missing now? Your foot.
Well, yeah, my feet are replaced with those rabbit's feet I found.
I'm going to say because of that bad prayer you had in the morning, that is not necessarily an 89. The fates are conspiring against you. So, could Crow roll me a D2?
I put the space in the right place, yes.
Well,
All right.
you only had 3 options.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, heads, tails, or the side of the coin.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, this is a D2, so I don't get the third option.
Over the town, it suddenly becomes a moonlit night.
This is a bad omen.
And
Hey, sunburns.
I feel at home.
From the shrubs,
Oh no.
from seemingly nowhere,
Neat.
people clad just from head to toe, completely covered in white cloth, opaque white cloth so you can't see through, carrying each of them a candle, start approaching the abandoned town.
Okay.
Taco, you've been in this type of situation before.
Okay.
You feel the blowing of the ninth wind once more.
Okay, refresh my mind because it's been a while what the ninth wind
This
does
is where
to me.
Sorthandrel showed up.
It is basically a place and a means of moving through dimensions, planes.
Yeah, Sorthandrel's previous master came through like this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Many things walk the ninth wind. Not necessarily all of them good.
But
I'll do a divine sense.
yeah, also not necessarily all of them bad
Yes.
by extension.
I will drop a divine sense, and I'll tell Tim, hey, you might want to reach out to them, maybe mentally, see what their status is while I figure out what they are, and I will walk towards them.
Well, doesn't divine
is
sense
60
just
feet.
happen immediately?
Yes, I will. Yeah, but I have to be within 60 feet of them. So
Oh, so you have to get
I'll
closer.
drop it when I'm within 60 feet, but I'll let Tim know, like, hey, heads up.
Well, if they're in
all
town,
right,
then they're
I'll-
definitely within 60 feet.
They're approaching the towns from
Oh,
the
they're
shrubs
approaching.
and the like.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
telepath.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
when-
try and
when-
communicate.
Yeah, when they get 100 feet away, they give a hello and ask if they can rest their pilgrim feet in your town for the remainder of the day, basically.
We don't.
Under one circumstance.
We
No,
don't
no,
have
no.
much
Who are
food,
these
as I
people?
stopped him from speaking.
They appear humanoid. Otherwise, they're completely clothed in opaque white robes, basically, even their faces.
Hmm.
Can we sense intention of these people?
You can
Well,
roll
yeah,
insight.
that's
It'd be
Uh,
pretty
no,
hard.
yeah,
You
I'll-
can't see them at all, basically.
yeah. So I'll
You can roll insight to try to figure out if they're lying. It's going to be difficult, but you can.
and I'll
Um,
walk up to them and start talking to them. Like I will try to be the
But
The
you
main
try to get within
spokesperson.
60 feet so you can divine sense, is what I'm hearing.
yeah.
You're not able
Yep.
to get a read on them. They
Okay.
seem genuine.
Can
Okay.
I do a religion to see? They said pilgrimage, so that is religious.
Yeah, I probably
Can I-
would do that too because I was just
You
praying.
can roll religion. It's going to be hard, though.
Will it be disadvantage or normal roll?
Just normal roll, but I'm just saying the DC.
Okay.
What's your? Never mind. I guess I'll roll
It was-
separately.
It was 3. Yeah. Plus 3.
May I roll that as well?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got a
Yeah.
13. That's the closest.
I mean, I would
Uh,
embrace them with an agreement of non-violence.
They agree.
Also,
agree.
we don't have enough food, hardly for us. So
We will be fine.
okay.
Hmm.
If you
Wait,
come
did I
in
say-
peace, I gladly welcome.
The lady protects. And they do a strange thing where they don't like fully enter the town. They sit like right on the outskirts and like place their candles in front of them or just like looking at it.
Aw.
Was one of them in particular talking, or were they talking in like unison?
One was talking.
Can I'll telepathically message like and try and talk to that one and ask if it can help me and my friend. I don't know if I have to roll for anything to try and talk to it, or if it's willing to.
It would be willing to talk. It's talk to stranger things.
Well,
We do not possess the power to help you.
then you
Are they-
understand.
Well, I assume
ahead.
you tell it of your situation if you're asking
Yeah.
for help.
Yeah.
Our lady might be able to, but you'd have to find her. And I do not think you're able to walk the same paths as us.
What makes you say that?
Many things. Knowledge, experience, wisdom.
Well, I will relay back to Taco and see what he thinks, because he's the one in danger. Well, we both are, but trying to get him help.
Well, they made their presence known. They have not attacked or taken any actions against us. They arrived by means more powerful than anything that we can do. So, I mean, if
Where's
nothing else, we can
Swarthandrel?
at least.
You sent Sorthandrel off.
Oh, he's not
Yeah,
back.
the
Right,
Beer
he's
Brook.
way. So he doesn't even get to. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
They
been gone. a
they
couple
like
days
sit
now.
on the outskirts, like in a circle around the town, basically just placing their candles in front of them and just staring at it.
Well,
I'll
here's the
ask them
thing.
why.
Yeah,
Why they
Taco, you're more of a like religious good, so you'd probably be able to.
Yeah,
Relate
well,
with
first I'll ask them who is your patron? Who is the lady?
The Lady of Shadow.
That would explain why you came in the night. Well,
At dawn. They came at dawn.
yeah.
The moon. Yeah.
But then it made it night when they showed up because of the
Yeah.
night to win.
May I ask what your pilgrimage is right now?
That's smart.
Simply to wander and help, especially those caught in unfortunate crossings of the worlds.
AKA us.
That is definitely us.
A slight nod.
Well,
Apparently
yes,
somebody
we
heard
have-
my prayers.
We have had a series of unfortunate events.
Well done.
Yeah, and it's responding to you, still like looking forward and slightly down towards its candle.
I'll ask them why they don't enter the town, or why is it?
Things should know that things precious to the lady are here.
People or things?
It raises its hand and points. Do you look?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I look. Yeah, sorry. I was waiting for the direction. I will look.
Yeah, you see various shadows and other figures. Some of them aren't right in how they're moving or how their form looks. You can't really get a good look at it, most of them. But they seem just to be staring, and specifically in the direction of the town, but they keep their distance.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
and what is your goal on this? Are these creatures to be joined with, or are these enemies you are seeking?
It would be best for everyone involved until the wind passed if people stayed inside.
Cool. Done.
The candle's
Well,
light can only protect so much.
Well, I mean, we appreciate the advance warning. I'll start working on moving the whatever, or going around and telling people to stay inside, and making sure that if anyone is moving around, they get safe immediately.
Yeah, Crow just sits by one of the candles and as he feels at peace for the first time in a while. Like he just sits down near one of them.
And you're a shadow sorcerer, right?
Yeah, but the shadows, they're not whispering to me anymore when I'm in this light.
You hear a slight whisper in your head, Crow.
Hmm.
It's very feminine, obviously. The light is a beautiful thing, is it not?
Yes, it is.
And that's it, basically.
Oh, cool.
And
Is
then
there, may I ask, is there anything we can help with?
I mean, yeah.
there are many things, but until you find means to be able to go on to and leave the wind is necessary, I would be I would not be a kind person to bring you with us.
Okay.
Um,
I would trust that you are here to help us in whatever matters are surrounding us. So I give you my trust.
Who did they say their lady was?
They just said the Lady of Shadow.
well, before we go indoor, because I know they said to start gathering people up indoors. I'll do
They
my
were
best.
basically telling you to stay in town.
Yeah, stay in town. You
Oh,
can
in
do
town.
stuff in
Oh.
town, just don't go outside the circle of
Alright.
protection,
The perimeter.
basically.
Well, I'll make a not touching it, but like above in my hand, project like the side. I'll make my best copy of the card with the symbol of the snake eating itself, or or yeah, I forget what it's called.
I mean, you can just pull the
Ouroboros.
card out.
Well, I don't. There's a reason why I don't want to pull it out.
Okay.
I'll make the minor illusion of the card in front, like in my hand, to show and be like, what do you know? Like, can we break this curse, or like, what do we need to do for this? Uh,
I do
to
not
the
know what this thing is. It might be something recent. Those who deal with such things, either magic or chance or fate, would probably be able to aid you. And or some of the things on the ninth wind might be benevolent, besides Our Lady.
Interesting. All right.
But that would require travel. And I don't necessarily have means to bring you back.
So she's not saying, or it's not saying that we can't go.
It's getting back
Not
that's the
wanting to
problem.
take us with us, but we could.
We've
Yeah, but that means I have to go too.
Misadventures.
No,
Well,
what she's
I was
saying is she
meaning
could
us as
get
a
you
team.
there. It's getting back to here. That's the problem.
Yeah. So I mean, and we don't know much about the ninth wind, do we?
People know it's a bad thing, or people think it's a bad thing generally, because
Well,
bunch
Taco
of
has
weird and
had
crazy shit.
2 different encounters with the ninth wind. One of them being a very evil thing, and one of them being this vigil. So
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'll propose it to the, like, if you guys hear her talking. I mean, I'll propose the idea that it might not be a horrible idea. I mean, Taco's fate is pretty much sealed at this point, so this is a intervention, but it's up to the party.
you wouldn't
I'm
happen
not
to
against it.
Yeah, you wouldn't happen
But
to
it
be
would
able to
affect-
remove curse, would you? Crow asks the spokesperson.
Could you repeat that? I couldn't quite hear you.
Sorry. Remove curse. I'm asking if she can cast remove curse, basically.
That is not within my repertoire.
But there may be things in the ninth wind that could be.
There are also people here who can remove curses. They're just not nearby.
True.
That's the problem I have. If we start traveling and you are absorbed while we're traveling, then we probably won't be able to do anything about it.
True.
I'm prepared for that fate. I mean, I can accept that fate, but I want these people to be fine. That's my goal. I'll stay, but I think the best option really is once I do pass, then safely the card is transported to a person who can help with that.
Yes, if you're absorbed into the card, I will take it to the All Saints. The city of All Saints?
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, city of All Saints.
Unless,
Yeah.
these travelers have any way of, fast traveling us to a location.
Doesn't sound like it.
Don't think so, yeah.
There's a possibility, but it would
Maybe.
require chance and favors.
What got us in there?
I'm not sure
Yeah.
we want to deal with favors at this time.
Yeah. I still have a debt apparently I need to pay, and I don't
What?
know how I'm going to pay it when I'm dead.
No, he said your debts were... Well, Quee's debt was cleared. I'm very confused as to which debt or... Yeah.
It wouldn't be with us. It would be ones that could possibly navigate you to where you'd like to go.
Here's the thing.
I wouldn't mind a navigator.
Yeah. And the other thing is, Taco. So if the curse is removed from the card, he is saved, right? Like Taco no longer takes that.
Taka no longer takes that. You're removed from the card. The card is rendered inert.
See,
Okay.
that's the thing that I was rolling my Arcana for before, but I didn't want to tell you that because I rolled like a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because the other thing
Which-
is, I'm not
Wouldn't be a
getting
bad
like
prison if we could rework it.
yeah, if we could rework it. But the other thing is, you could send me the card. You could send the card somewhere through the ninth wind or whatever
With someone.
with somebody else, not you.
Yeah, but he'd still
necessarily.
be cursed by it until the curse
I
is
can't give
removed.
up the card.
No,
I
you
still have to break the curse. in
No,
order
you
to
can
get rid
still
of
give the
don't I?
card away. You don't need the card on you.
you feel compelled to keep it on your person, but if the card's removed from you, the curse remains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the curse remains in
Until, but if you
I
know,
mean-
like, yeah.
The entity
That's
looks
not a bad
and
idea.
then says, "How do you all feel about art?"
Art?
I
Art?
practice poetry.
Crow pulls out his notebook of haikus.
I
Painting.
pull out a book of fanfic.
Fanfics.
I mean, I've never been against it. I know art is a necessary function of society for people's mental goodwill and enjoyment.
How would you
Painting,
feel
painting.
about acquiring art?
What
As
you-
in, like, we get it or we go and find it. 'Cause-
You get it from a specific location.
I mean, I'm not against it. Do we want
We-
some art, guys? I mean, this place is kind of looking a little
Well,
drab.
we wouldn't keep it. It doesn't sound like. It sounds like we'd be fetching it for
Oh.
someone.
And your health is also on a time limit, so
Yeah.
like, I
Well,
would.
if it's worth it.
True.
I am
Yeah, sure.
I am willing to move on. This place does not have much for us to do, and we must protect our team.
Well,
What are you proposing?
There is one my lady knows that might be willing. He's slightly eccentric, at least to me.
look. I look at Taco. Look back at her. It's like I think I've seen
You haven't met
a lot of
eccentric
yeah. I've met some eccentric people already.
Well, since we still have time in the day and the wind still blows, I can certainly see if he is willing.
Sure, why not? Let's go on a retrieval quest. Hopefully, a lot less death.
Hmm. I just wish you could leave someone here in case we get lost.
And
I
you
would
see
say
her.
we get lost together.
Yeah,
you
so
see her
Angela will
get-
be back. It'll be fine.
He's
Yeah.
only been gone a couple days. He has a few more days to even get to Purebrook.
Yeah.
You see her adopt like the lotus kind of sitting pose.
Well, I say we should try though.
Worth it. I mean, even if it's a dead end, we still, no puns intended, it's still an adventure. And I don't know how many of those left we'll have.
He is willing to take you, and then he'll ask you to retrieve him something he's been looking for. Is that acceptable?
I
By
suppose
me it is.
so.
Party? We'll
No.
do this together.
Agreed.
Though I'll be
Cool,
sad to
let's
leave the
do
glow of
this.
these candles.
I know.
I would suggest you all not to panic.
Grab your towels.
I've seen things.
And you notice part of the sky itself move.
These are not the things I have seen.
And you see inside of it a bunch of various multicolored thing as this... you've seen something similar to this before when you...
Yes, I have.
The creature that would attack and gain more color.
Hmm.
Similar to this,
Yep.
except way larger than you. And it scoops all of you up
Hmm.
and pulls you. And as you're sitting in the palm, you notice the small bits of color in it are various paintings from a multitude of eras.
That explains that.
An alien who collects.
Some of them making up
Artwork.
like a nervous system, others of them making up what appears to be like a vascular system. But everything else
shit.
is like see-through and like shadow. And you feel yourselves pulled into the ninth wind. And it's
Bye,
an
guys.
odd
We're going on a side
sensation.
quest.
It's an odd sensation for everyone involved. Because you feel time moving, you feel yourself there but not. You see places pass you that may never be. And then
What do I have to
You
roll to
feel
keep from
yourself-
freaking out?
Sanity.
just wisdom.
Oh, that's lovely. I have no bonus.
Taco's definitely dealt with psychedelics before, but this is more psychedelic than he has ever dealt with.
This is the craziest trip you've been on.
Yeah, when I said
I will never
I've
touch
seen
another.
things, and then the painting thing shows up, is like, these are not the things I've seen. I am wide-eyed the whole time. I am not saying anything. Just
And you
rocking slightly back and forth.
You feel yourself set down, and a few hundred feet away from you is the sprawling things of a multitude of churches.
Oh,
As
I'm in shell
City of
defense
All
as I'm
Saints.
set down. I'm like retracted into my shell. I'm like, is it over yet?
Stands before you.
Nobody's answered
Yeah.
me. Is it over yet?
I think
I
so.
don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Couldn't.
I stick my head out. Okay, we're good. And I cancel shell defense, basically.
Are the pilgrims are they still there?
No, we're not there anymore. They're still where they were.
Okay. Well, discovered a new location.
Let's go into the city. This looks like the city of All Saints. Let's see if it is.
We built
It is-
this city on faith and no, never mind. We're
Love?
good.
It's basically, it started as a church, and then each building made in it is another church too. Some of them are now like saints that either no longer show up or are gone in some way, shape, or form. So
Okay.
every single building at some point was a church in this city.
Nice.
I start asking people where Saint Taxum's church is.
Yeah.
People point you in the direction of the main one, saying that he's been visiting it a lot.
Okay,
Well,
let's
yeah.
go.
Let's ride.
And
On
you
what?
find
I ain't going on that hand again.
you're no fun.
Okay, I might, but not anytime soon.
And you approach the largest church in the city, the main central one, and you start walking up it. You pass by a very frail old woman with baskets of bird feed, saying for people that they can feed the birds for a copper a bag.
I give her gold.
Tuppence.
Yep.
Tuppence a bag. I will.
She had-
I will join in. A copper?
Yeah, a copper.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'll give her gold for her bag. Tell her to use the rest.
Yeah, keep the change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend a copper.
So we went to the religious city of New York.
London? What?
And she hands you the bag, thankfully, and passes around bags to everyone who basically paid.
Which is everyone, because I think all three of us do.
Yep, and
Yeah.
I paid too.
Yeah.
I don't have
You-
any items, so.
Yeah.
Well,
You
it
look
doesn't
up-
matter, because the three of us
Yeah.
paid.
Yeah. You look up and you see like a multitude of like statuettes of just like the heads and stuff of various saints throughout the years that have been added to this extremely large church looking down.
Crow is taking notes. I wonder when that one will become a god.
Mhm.
And you see people shuffling out of the main doors as if like a sermon was just finished up. And a man's just looking at the pass, sees you all approaching and starts walking towards you. He is clad in black. He does not match the description of the man in the black suit.
Okay, that was going to
Okay.
be my question.
Same here.
Black seems to be the color that he will always wears because no other color really matches him as well.
Ah,
Yes, how may I help you?
Well, we're looking for Saint Haxum.
Ah. And what is the purpose?
Show him the
we
card.
made it.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
We made it. Oh yeah, I'll let Tim explain.
If you just telepathically talking to Taco, if you show them the card, they may disenchant it. We may have to keep our intentions, like, it's up to you. I know it's your life, but like, we may have to keep the identity of the card itself hidden.
as I'm nudging you,
You know
like,
what
show the card.
So
Yeah, pull up-
if you
I'm.
if you agree to it, I can use like prestidigitation or something to change to like make it look different than it is. Correct? Can I do that?
Prestidigitation cleans things.
Can I?
You're
dirty it,
thinking of
make it-
minor illusion, where you just make it look like something
Yeah.
else.
Okay,
I don't
I
think
can.
that dishonesty is going to go well in the city of religions.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean,
But
it's a
that
good
was just
idea.
Taco, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but I think the best bet is honesty. Honesty is the best policy in this case.
Alright.
Yeah, in
But I'll
this
still pull
specific
out the
case.
card. And I'll show him and said, well, we were gambling. Well, we, quotation marks, one of our party followed suit, made a deal with an angel. We kind of need that maybe fixed because it's killing one of us now.
He sighs. I'll see if I can fit you in. And then he
Much
and then he
much.
pauses as if like he hears something.
Mhm.
They will see you now. As he
Wow.
like, looks up to like a higher level. Follow me. Don't stray. Don't
Okay.
touch anything.
Okay.
Okay,
I keep my hands in my shell.
No touching. There is no need to fight or
And
steal.
He leads up. He leads you up the steps to an upper secluded level, which is illuminated by the light coming through a stained glass window. Onto this card table where like two guys are playing. One clad completely in black, very professionally looking, and the other one looks like it's traveling clothes, kind of raggy. He isn't necessarily like what you expect from someone like riding the rails, but someone who travels a fair bit.
Okay.
And they're playing a game of cards.
Okay.
You wish to see the visitors? The raggedy one waves you all over.
Nice.
As they,
I will.
as they sweep up the cards.
I will bow my head in respect to both of them, and I will thank the guy who brought us in for showing us the way.
Yeah. He stays there. He backs up a little bit, but he stays there.
Well, we have traveled quite a distance through a series of very interesting events, which, I mean,
Crow
probably
shudders.
safe to assume that you're aware of.
Yeah. Ain't often we have people ride the wind.
Crow shudders again.
That was a very unique and interesting experience.
Yes, unique. I'm not sure about interesting though.
Well, down to brass tacks, I guess. There's a couple of debts with a group of angels.
Did you say angels?
Yes, very certain they're angels. They come in 4 suits.
Yep, the house.
Hmm.
What you need?
Well, we lost against the house. Twice? 3
I'll-
times? Maybe twice.
I'll send a message and say
I
don't
nudge him
think I
again
really
and
lost.
say, "Show the card."
Oh, right. This.
Yeah, thank you.
Will you hand it to me?
Is it safe to do so?
It's perfectly fine.
I mean, I trust you more than them. Taco, you got any issue with that? Nope, Taco doesn't. What about Tim?
I'm resisting a little bit, like, because I'm still controlling your body. And we're both controlling the same. As you try and hand it to him, I'll try and like hold back a little bit, but I'll give it to him just because
All right.
we need to save your life.
Look, we need to get your body back.
But it's powerful.
Yeah,
And dangerous.
he grabs the card, looks over. You must have ruffled up one of their feathers quite a bit.
Well, 2 of us might have unknowingly entered agreements with them without reading the contracts. One of the debts is paid. I still owe something, which I mean, I'm probably going to go figure out how to pay that one up, hopefully. And then I did not sufficiently warn the other member of my party about making deals with them because I thought it might have been good deals. Turns out they're bad deals.
He holds up his hand. But from what I gather, this will really piss him off, won't it?
Oh, probably. And besides, that one was kind of mean.
He gives a grin. That's all I need. And he flicks out another deck and quickly puts the card in there, and then you see him rapidly shuffling it. It starts to glow. And more glowing happens. He spreads it out, shuffles it back forward, flings the card onto the table. And then in a flash, Isaac, you come tumbling out off of the table onto the ground.
Well,
Athletic saving throw.
In the same
What a
instance, I'll babble with my tongue, with trying to feel my mouth again, out having a tongue.
If you want to try to stand on your feet, you can roll athletics to try not to basically fall down.
Okay. There is athletics. Oh god.
But would it be athletics or acrobatics?
Yes!
Oh god.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So
it's still two.
Yeah.
Though. So
Yeah.
the sudden change in environment completely messes with your inner sense of stability.
yeah, you were floating a moment before.
I just chuckle in the side of the room. Serves you right.
That wasn't you like mocking him. That was you trying to talk back.
Yeah.
Oh god, my body's wrong again.
Hacks him to raise his eyebrow. Right. Oh. Y'all-
Wow. I am. Thank you. Is there any? I know this is probably a bad thing to say, but I'm really appreciative of what you've done for the both of us. If there's something I can do as some sort of like favor,
Just keep doing what you've been doing.
okay. Oh shoot, we got a whole bunch of people that we gotta help get back and help to, and apparently acquire a piece of art.
Yeah, the art comes first, unfortunately.
He has
Yeah.
an oddly knowing grin for some reason on his face.
I'll shoot
Pretty sure.
him a message and be like, "Does that mean it's broken?" And I'll kind of like nudge at the card.
It's no longer magical.
Oh, I'll weep.
Just start crying. I'm just gonna assume it's because you're free.
I
But
kind of
Well,
glare at him.
well, I guess some.
angel-
I guess
The
my
angel
prayers were
promised me
answered.
they'd- Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you had great power
Hmm,
in the card.
it's true.
Yeah, now that the card's
He
gone,
didn't lie.
the agreement's gone.
He didn't lie.
I'll keep that grudge.
Now, if you don't mind us, could you? And he like waves you away. We have a game to get
Let's
back
back
to.
your game. May the odds be ever in your favor.
They always are.
Yes,
Thank
yeah,
you,
I
Tyler.
suppose they are.
All right. Well, where do we go now, guys? What do we do as we leave respectfully? I assume.
Yeah, as we leave the church, but we're supposed to be told what we're supposed to find. So
And waiting at the base of the steps, a half orc, not one you know.
oh, thank you for specifying because we know half orc,
Yeah, we
with
do.
with a long blade on his back.
so we know two half orcs technically. One of them's probably
Now we know a whole arc.
dead.
God dang it!
I'm sorry.
Well, no, this is the third
So,
one, so now we know
half-orc.
1.5 orcs.
Oh, yeah, you now know 1.5 orcs. Well, you knew 1.5 orcs.
Yeah, now we only know one.
True.
And he looks
All right.
up at you expectantly.
I.
Here,
Hello?
you could help me get something.
Ah, yes, art.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How do we do this?
My patron has paid me handsomely for this. Wanted me to acquire an old art piece being sold in the city of Serenity Bluff.
Okay.
Okay.
I, unfortunately, due to other obligations, cannot head there at the moment.
That'd be the one right here.
Okay. Well, details on the mark, location, because I don't think we're going to be able to buy it.
I have a
So-
carriage for you,
Perfect.
and this bag is forbidding.
And what?
Forbidding.
Forbidding?
Forbidding
Okay.
the peace.
Oh, forbidding
If-
on the okay.
Forbidden.
Forbidden. Why is it forbidden? Why are you giving it to us?
Don't touch it.
Yeah. Here's the Pirates of the Caribbean curse gold.
Yes.
If you are unable to purchase it, then other methods are fine. Just do not damage the piece if you would.
May I?
If you are unable to afford it, bring back the coin. I know the amount.
Okay.
Fair.
I'm gonna try this. I would never stoop to stealing anything.
You're gonna use your your deception. Worst case
Eventually.
scenario, you get a 7, right?
Yeah, worst case scenario, it's a 7.
I mean, he believes you, but that's still the agreement.
Okay, so we go there.
I wink
we
at the
bid on it.
I
If
wink
we
at the
don't
party
get it,
because
we
I
bring the
think
gold back.
yeah, I wink at the party because I'm pretty sure they knew I was lying.
Do we have to, like, is the mission that we have to obtain the art, or just attempt to?
If you could attain the art, that would be grand.
That sounds like a have to me, guys.
Yep. All right. Cool. By any means necessary. Got it.
Preferably try to purchase.
Yeah, purchase first. Other antics.
Legal options first.
Yeah.
Yeah, legally first, it makes things less complicated.
As we're talking about potential art thievery in the city of Saints.
Oh, I'm sure there's a saint to theft somewhere. They,
Probably.
We were just chalking to a saint of mischief. Yeah. So.
Oh, I'm feeling a little lucky.
I mean,
All
my
right,
prayers
cool.
were
Well-
answered, so I'm feeling a little lucky too.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
I still weep in the corner.
You're still up in the church, just weeping.
But I like
Well-
the power.
no time like the present. Why don't we find that cart you mentioned?
Well, before we go, can we get some supplies? Because, we might want to add a little
Oh,
bit
yeah,
to
we-
our backpacks.
Yeah, well,
You might want to
technically,
prepare for that.
Taco can provide food for all of us. It's just that everybody else puts the
Yeah.
problem. Right? 'Cause
The
you
other
are an
thing is,
Outlander, right? Taco?
What's up?
Your background is Outlander, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you can
Just,
provide for a party of 5, I think.
Okay, so if we're good on rations,
Yeah, we don't need
Here,
rations.
before we leave, though, out of curiosity, did the saint take the null card, or like did we have it still in?
I mean, he shuffled it, but he didn't really
He threw it back.
return it.
Well, he threw
Yeah, he
it on
threw
the
it back on the
table.
table.
Did you take it?
I mean, knowing I would have taken it, even though I asked him if it was null, I still would have taken it out of like pity and like
Remembrance.
cool. Yeah.
He lets you take it.
All right.
a memento.
On the
Yeah.
back of it is, the Joker symbol on cards of spades.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, and there's nothing else we need to do here, or
No,
can
you know
look
what?
around
I
if you
think
want.
it's shopping time. I think if we're gonna go to an auction, we need to get ourselves some fancy clothes.
Who's holding on to the money? Because I vote the Paladin holds on to the money.
Yeah,
I'm no
I'll hold
longer
on
in the
to it.
Paladin, so it's safe.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I'm saying the
I
Paladin.
am no
should-
longer- The perfect out of context quote. I am no longer in the Paladin, so it's safe.
I'm never gonna feel clean again.
Are we still by that guy that gave us
Purify
the money for
self.
the art?
Yeah, he's just like looking at all of you like,
After that, especially.
We had to run in with angels. It got cleared up.
ah, yes, the house.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, can I buy a deck of cards in here?
Oh yeah.
Somewhere?
You can
Oh,
buy
yeah.
cards, yeah.
I'll buy a deck of cards.
Where were we? What do you think they sell here?
I don't know.
You can find dice here too, I'm sure. Dragon chess set.
City of all things. It's a large Mod Podge of all things.
Yeah, you can find anything here that's in the player's handbook, is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
I'm sure that's right, Michael? Hello?
I said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Does it show the price of like a coin, like a two-sided coin and a deck of cards?
Oh, a two-faced
Like what?
coin?
No, not a two-faced coin, a two-sided coin. Just
You have a whole bunch
I
of
don't know.
coins.
As
Why would
opposed
you
to
need...
what, a 3-sided coin?
Yeah,
I
that's...
don't know. I want to make sure that it's the right coin. Like,
What do you mean? You can have copper pieces, silver pieces, gold pieces, electrum if for some reason you want
those are
it.
a coin, I guess. Yeah. So as long as they're okay, cool.
I don't know
Yeah, so
what
I don't
I
need
don't know
that.
what you're looking for, but you have coins on your person.
Yeah, I was thinking for some reason I was thinking like a piece of gold. So I wasn't even thinking properly. I wasn't thinking it was a coin.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are coins.
A deck of cards is probably like a silver.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think you really only get deck of cards from your background, so it might not actually have a price in the book.
Yeah, I wasn't able to really find one, so like a silver.
Okay.
You know, we might want to invest in a burglar's pack.
You say out loud in the market.
Oh, Taco. You
The
know
guard,
better.
like,
How much is it to buy that?
You don't even see
16
the,
gold pieces.
yeah, you
I
don't
don't-
even see the feet moving. They just kind of like rotate and look at Taco.
Don't
I don't
worry,
have
we're going to
much
steal
more.
something from some angels.
Oh,
That sounds
Um,
worse. The house
I
always
kind
wins.
of back away from the group a little bit. I'm already,
Oh.
sticking out like a light pole here.
We're gonna steal from some angels. A 13 deception. They might believe you. That might give you even wider berth.
Got a score to settle.
They just look at
Specifically-
you and just keep looking at you. They're watching you.
I'd like to try to find a bag of ball bearings.
Playing card set. 5 silver pieces.
Oh, 5 silver pieces. Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, you could afford like 50 bags of bird food with that.
Oh wait. Yeah. You could.
What is my gold and stuff at? Because it doesn't say that I.
Your equipment.
Oh, you started
If you
as
have
something
any.
that had no gold.
Oh, okay. So I don't have anything.
Yeah, you don't have any gold. You
I'll
have that.
foot you.
You got a second
I'll foot you
pack basically. You got so you got like your pack from your class, and then you got a pack from your background. So you didn't get any gold.
Okay.
Like-
But what were you saying, Alex? Sorry.
I'll foot you 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you still have quiz money too.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
So I probably can't buy like almost anything. I don't really think I need anything though. Alchemist fire. Can't afford it, but I'm sure it exists
I was
here.
thinking about it. It is. Yeah, it's 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the D&D Beyond stuff, so I'm just scrolling through, seeing what I could get. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford like anything.
Oh yeah, plate armor is way too expensive for me right now.
How much is plate armor?
1,500 gold.
Oh, yeah.
So I will save up. Just
What's in the burglar's pack that you wanted, by the way?
The bag of ball bearings, which I picked up for cheap, which is like a
Yeah,
gold
you can buy it
for
by
that.
itself, yeah. I was going to say, because this isn't worth it if you're winning only one
Yeah.
thing out of it.
You buy the ball bearings. You see, like, there's just a couple of people like sitting at a cafe nearby. You turn back to grab your ball bearings after purchasing. You turn back and look. It's the guards sitting there with newspapers. Then
It's a bag of ball bearings. You could be using it for wagon wheels.
it isn't that. It's the fact that he said, "Let's buy a burglary kit."
Well, what do they do when I go buy a bag of caltrops?
I want to pretend to swallow one of them.
Oh god, don't crit fail.
You rolled a
Formerly, sleight
5.
of hand was 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
do it poorly. You almost actually swallow it.
I have to give you the Heimlich.
These are not candy.
Yeah, what do they do when I buy a bag of 20 caltrops?
They just like make sure you're not like chucking them on the street.
Maybe I should find myself a portable ram.
If we need one of those, we failed. Just
or you
saying.
succeeded.
True.
We failed so bad that we get to do the fun thing.
Adventuring party, open up. What the? Just breaks down the door.
Maybe I should actually pull the caltrops from the compendium thing.
Oh, do we
Does-
know how... Sorry.
Oh.
You first.
I was just gonna ask before, while you guys are all shopping and before we left, the guy was playing cards. Does he allow just anybody to take a shot at a round?
Are you talking about Saint Haxon?
Yeah.
They like waited for you to leave before they started playing again.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't seem like
It's not.
You can ask.
It's not an open thing. Well, I mean, I don't have much to bet. That's the other thing. I mean, I got the 5 extra silver pieces that was given to me,
Yeah.
but
You can
I'm-
ask.
I'd be down at least to ask what the entry cost is if it is open.
What are the chances that this painting's going to be in a tower or something?
Pretty high.
You want to shell out
Haxon
for a
just
climber's
looks at-
kit?
Haxum just looks at you and says, "We're playing for pretty high stakes. I don't think you have what's necessary to buy in."
I was
have a
looking through my
ground.
inventory and I don't have anything to throw down.
Yeah. You don't even have your soul.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, if you sell your soul to everyone, then no one has.
No, you see, he's selling shares. So each time he sells another share, everybody else gets less.
Get in line.
Wait, would he know? He's a saint. He's not necessarily a god. He's a saint. Would he
No,
know that
saints
if I was-
saints are almost on the same level as gods.
But would he know that I've sold my soul already?
he would probably know.
Dang. Okay.
Or
And
his
even if
friend,
I offered
the
it,
saint of death would know.
Yeah, the saint who's with him is the yeah. In case that wasn't obvious.
yeah, I figured.
I want to buy a grappling hook.
All right.
But
And
You have the
it
money for it.
is
yeah, did you look at that climbing
2 gold. I'm good.
taco?
What's up?
I was saying, what about that climbing kit?
Got a grappling hook.
Yeah, do you need me to pick that up?
Well, how likely do you think that we're going to be climbing something?
I don't think so. I mean, our first
I mean,
goal
if
is
we
to
have
try
a
to
grappling
buy it.
hook, I guess it's not that big of a problem.
Yeah.
Can anybody throw it?
Maybe climbing gear.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I can throw it. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Well, the climbing gear's in the climbing kit.
okay. I mean, we might as well, just on the off chance that we need to do a recover, like a.
So let's see. What it has
Well.
is pittons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness. So it's for climbing rock walls.
Pitons.
Okay.
What?
Price?
Pitons.
Pitons?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a metal wedge you hammer into.
Well, I know
crack
what
in
it
the
is.
rock.
I just didn't know how to
Okay.
pronounce it.
Piton.
I'm not finding a price for it.
Climber's kit, 25 gold.
Oh, it is? Okay.
I'm looking on D&D Beyond, so I can actually see the gold prices.
Okay. So,
I mean,
over the course of the shopping, I bought 1 bag of ball bearings, 1 set of fine clothes, 1 pair of manacles, 1 map scroll case, and 1 alchemist fire, and then 1 climber's
Wait, just the scroll case?
kit. Yep.
Not the map?
No.
Ah,
Specifically,
Oh,
in
okay.
case we have to national treasure this.
yeah, cut it out of the frame and roll it up.
Yep.
I bought a thing of caltrops in case we're being chased. I know that's what the ball bearings are for, but the caltrops can do damage.
True. Yeah, and I mean...
That way you can add murder to your charges. Got it.
No, it stops, like,
Yeah.
if they slip on the ball bearings, they can get back up easily. If they step on a caltrop, it's like stepping on a D4. They're not getting up as easily.
Falling prone versus taking damage.
Well, falling prone versus falling prone and taking damage.
Ah.
You know what makes a really good grenade? A bag of ball bearings.
I do have fireball, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to be doing that sort of heist.
True.
Okay.
I'm prepared.
Or rather, I hope we're not going to be doing that sort of heist.
We'll see how it goes.
All right.
Yeah, DC 15 dexterity saving throw, or stop moving and take 1 piercing damage. So it halts them in their tracks.
Yeah, it's 1, so you won't add murder to your charges.
Well, if they keep going and they're commoners, it's their own fault.
Yeah.
But if they
They did
succeed
it
on
to
the dex,
themselves.
then they don't take damage, and they keep moving. So, you know,
It's the murder weapon's fault, not ours.
hey, they kept walking through the floor of spikes. I mean, wouldn't you have stopped?
Depends on how much the item's worth.
Yeah, we don't even know yet. Well, I guess we're ready to head out.
I think so.
There you go.
I am. Everybody else?
Yep.
I bought
I'm
one
ready to roll.
thing. As Taco comes
Alright.
out with a giant bag. All Saints Shopping Emporium. He just has like 2 whole bags and he just wants. He's like, I bought one thing. What the heck did you buy?
I'll just
Everything.
because of our new bonding between me and Taco, I'll just message to Taco. Now I need to find somebody's soul.
Not happening.
Yeah, the general all around goods for everything is the Wanderer's Wonderland,
Hmm.
ran by a little gnome.
I just call it the Emporium because we're in a city. I'm a Tortle. I'm not used to cities.
But you've seen this before.
Hmm?
I was making a joke about how your turtle's like, I've seen weird things before. Then Pod probably got freaked out.
I've seen things. Not these things. Not these things.
All right. I will say, like, the first 2 days of travel outside the city, there isn't, like, a roll for random encounters because you're near to the capital of the frontier.
Okay.
Effectively.
But then on the 3rd day out,
We should be traveling faster too, right? Because we're in a carriage.
yeah,
I mean, I know you mean 2 days out is in the actual like distance from the city by walking, but
how much faster is a carriage from normal walking speed?
I don't know if it like I tried to calculate these things. I ended up doing it, coming up with something because
Yeah, let me just look.
I think it's however fast the horses are, assuming they can pull the whole thing. Pretty sure I spelled that wrong. Yep.
Okay. Let me just look at like the thing of mounts to look at the horse's speed.
Yeah.
Okay. It is pulling a carriage, so it isn't like as fast.
Right. I'm just thinking, I don't know that the rules actually cover it, because I had to come up with something for my thing.
A draft horse is like something you'd try.
A draft horse would pull things.
Yeah. It doesn't move that much faster than you.
Okay, so effectively, don't worry about it.
Yeah, effectively, same speed, but
It's just a slightly faster, and it feels nicer
yeah.
than walking through the desert.
So for the third day, the first part of the day,
I got it. Woo! I mean,
Goes uneventful.
I've been rolling really low, so that makes sense.
All right, and then for the afternoon,
I got it.
very well done. I'm going to go make this go quicker for all of us involved. And just say roll 3 more D100s, basically.
I'll do that. $45 for $44.
Your travel goes smoothly,
Ooh!
and you arrive at the very posh village of Serenity Bluff.
There's no way it's on the bluff because it's in the desert. So why is it called bluff?
There can still be bluffs.
Because of the action you have to take. You have to bluff your way in.
Well, yeah, there can be bluffs in the desert. It's just that this desert was created by the rage of Adrastia, so I'm not sure about that.
I just stare off in the distance at the lonely mountain.
One mountain way over there that we can see days away.
Mm-hmm. And it's basically the feeling of this town is kind of like, the gated communities.
Hmm.
Everyone's really posh and fancy.
I knew I should have bought costume clothes. Dang it. I was looking at them.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my fancy clothes.
Well, I'm
And
a turtle, so I look as fancy as any other turtle because we don't wear clothes. Never mind, we're good.
And on the carriage is actually an invitation to a mansion, basically, where this auction is being held.
Okay. Who does it say we are?
Representatives of the Collector.
The Collector.
Uh-oh.
Art historian and other fantastical pieces of work. Trademarked.
What's this TM symbol mean?
There it is.
The
You've
man.
been here before. Okay, what are we supposed to do? Do we know what we're looking for?
We don't
You were
even know.
asked to acquire a piece of art on auction at this mansion, preferably through legal methods first, and if that fails, grab and run.
Do we know? Like,
I'm sure we were given a description from the
Taco?
guy.
yeah, like, let's make sure we know where we're trying to buy the right thing.
Yeah, it was a painting supposedly from just after the first and only Draconic Crusade, depicting Rowan inflicting the only wound that has stayed upon Adrastia.
Okay.
That's
Um,
gonna be
is there a
nice.
sample picture of it, or is it just describing it?
It's describing it.
Okay.
Are you crazy? Nobody could duplicate the amazingness of this painting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
There-
I don't have much charisma, but I would suggest.
Well, you're in a party
we,
with a paladin, a sorcerer, and a
See, that's why I let the serpent-tongued, split-tongued go out and see what information we can find before we blunder our way in.
I'd prefer Iron Tongue, but you know, same old.
Is your skin becoming
Well-
iron or something?
I mean,
What are the steps to
Iron Way, as I
sainthood?
heard him rant on methodically.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so this painting depicts basically the founder of the Iron Path inflicting a wound upon Adrastia the Everspite.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's the title that has been given to her. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She is that spiteful.
Uh-huh. We got to be careful with this type of information, but okay, we might be getting in here pretty deep, guys.
It's never too deep.
It's a new day. We've already got ourselves across the whole world.
I like that attitude. What's the worst that can happen?
Well, let me count the ways.
Well, I watched somebody like morph into. Yeah, I don't even want to remember that.
I'll send a message telepathically. We saved one life, and thus saving the life of everybody on this plane of existence. And I'll just kind of like look with an evil, malicious like eye contact with you.
Yeah, that's what scares me.
Well, let's go to the mansion thing.
Yeah.
As I'm kind of like looking down my nose, I have to lean down. You're like the size of my hip. I'm like, yeah, no.
I can hear that for a laugh. Not fake laughing, but really laughing.
My sword's bigger than you are, buddy. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not hard. That's a really big sword.
The guards at the gate like look at you. One of them holds out the hand.
I hold up the invitation.
He grabs it, looks over, looks at you, looks at the invitation, looks at you, looks at the invitation,
Is there a problem, officer?
shrugs,
No.
hands it back to you,
I'll
just
drop
looks
my
at
hand
you
with
as he
the-
opens the main front gate and lets you into a bunch of very obviously wealthy and noble people.
Taco apparently fits in.
Yep.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's wearing
No, I
his.
don't.
No, his clothes fit in. His personality
His
might
clothes.
not.
His clothes are like a low-end noble, you know, down on his luck.
Compared with this place, I'm sure.
Ouch. Ouch.
People are mingling as they're waiting for the main attraction to occur, basically. What's everyone's passive perception?
Not
curiosity.
great. Like
So
no bonus.
No particular reason.
Oh, passive. Oh, I can't click on it. 10.
No, yeah, it's just the number.
I'm looking.
10.
10.
Underneath your core stats.
Yeah, it's under skills.
It's
Let's
underneath
say
the
passive
skill.
wisdom
but-
perception.
Yes. Underneath the skill box. Literally.
I have no idea where the heck.
Your
You
skill
know where
box.
survival is, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
Go
see.
down.
Go
I
below
see
survival.
perception.
It says passive wisdom perception below survival.
Oh, 15.
Yeah, it's not in the box, it's below it.
And what's yours, Alex?
For passive,
Yeah.
it's a 10. Also
We
same
are
as this half.
so noticing. Like we notice like
So-
all the things that walk into a
Right.
wall.
So the only one who sees them out of the corner of their eye intermingling with another group of nobles he looks like a well-off, almost middle-aged man. And the one thing that strikes you about him isn't like his fancy suit, because everyone has a suit in here, but is his heart-patterned undershirt.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh
Interesting.
What Wait, so who notices? We all notice?
No, just you.
Or just
You
me?
Yeah.
How far away is he from me?
He's
Like-
amongst another group of nobles, like 40 feet away from you.
Guys,
You know
guys, I
that's
don't
not
see
the one
anything.
that did the thing to
Do
you.
you guys see anything?
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
It's
I
an
was
actual
thinking
person
it
in
was
the suit.
No, the one that did stuff to you was not the hearts one.
okay because I have a serious grudge on.
It's
Oh,
spades, right?
Yeah, spades.
Spades.
But do-
And hearts helped you.
Okay, but
Well,
it is
yeah.
of the same. It is one of them.
Yeah, I guess you don't know that hearts helped you, other than what Taco
Yeah,
told
I don't
you.
know
All we saw
that.
was the suits.
Yeah,
I only knew that the suits
And
are
they were
the
literally
ones-
just a suit, not there's nothing in them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't know all the backstory. I just know that I got screwed over. I mean, yeah, I was cocky, but like, I didn't ask for that.
well, I'm
Yeah.
sure
So,
that we mentioned that the one in the hearts was like really mad at the one in spades for what he did, but I mean, you probably have a
Yeah.
grudge over the house in general at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I'll politely make my way over there and just kind of walk over there. I don't know what you guys are gonna be doing. Where are we
he's
working as a
wandering
group
off.
for bidding?
Let's follow him.
Because
It's up to you.
are we? I mean,
Yeah.
I'll shoot a message in and say that we should try and increase the bid price, and then stop once we hit our max, kind of thing, like as pressure
The
on the
bidding
crowd.
starts in a few minutes, basically.
I'm sure
Yeah, we
Taco
should-
knows had counted the money at some point to figure out how much is our
Yeah.
max bid.
So
Right?
yeah.
we should.
I spent most of the journey counting that as needed.
If you want to know how much is in the bag,
Yes.
200 platinum.
Oh.
We should fan out and act like 4 separate bidders. This is what yeah.
Okay.
And then one of us will take it, but the other 3 will stop before we hit our max to persuade the crowd. So.
I mean,
Trying to intimidate the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
if we
don't
started
don't
bidding more
outbid
between
one
ourselves.
of us. Yeah, don't outbid
Yeah,
one of
exactly.
us actually, because we don't
Oh,
want
true.
to.
Because we also don't want to look like we're being too, like, I want it, I'll
And
do
then
it
we
for
all
the
show up
price.
together to buy it. So it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So we
So,
probably don't want to start a bidding war because. Yeah.
Oh, so we're not doing that, or
No, we don't want to start a bidding war like that because then we'll end up probably paying more than what we would have anyways, and the person who's sending us probably wouldn't appreciate that.
So, wait, so don't spread
Like-
us all out? Or
Yeah,
do?
just outbid whoever's bidding. We want to save money, not drive the price up.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Because if you're trying to
I
for
see what-
charity, I would understand splitting it up and driving the price up so that the charity gets more. But we're not doing this for charity. These people are already rich.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and there could be somebody that just outbids us right off. Yeah.
We can take turns bidding. If we have to raise above somebody else, so that they don't think they're on a 1-to-1 bidding war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because some people will just bid or do, the exact opposite, just drive the price up real high, unnecessarily. Whereas if they're working against a group, it's harder for them to establish that. So, go in with any one of the oceans ideal. We don't really know each other.
Not bad.
So in that case, I'll split up and make my way towards the guy in the heart. The heart. Okay.
Do you do anything?
I look
well-
at Taco and cringe. Are we gonna be? Is he gonna be okay?
The Shadow Sorcerer follows the Warlock. Sounds like a really bad movie.
I'll pull out
No.
I'll pull out the now null card in my hand and message to the now that I know the angel and just say you, and as I'm holding the card
He has
in
to be willing.
No, message,
oh,
not.
I can't.
Yeah,
Are
message.
you
The
using
message is just straight in his brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he's using message, yeah.
Yeah, and hold the card visible.
He like looks around and like looks at you, looks at the card, looks very confused.
Oh yeah, because the symbol's gone, huh?
Well,
Is
the
it-
card looks like the same thing. It's just a person dressed in the colors of
Right,
one
yeah.
of the angels.
Oh.
So he might not be the actual heart.
Or
Just a
he
follower,
could
maybe.
just happen to be wearing that shirt on this day.
I'll send another message and say, "Oh, my mistake. Don't mind me," and kind of glance back at him suspiciously.
He like looks at you, just looks weirded out by you and just goes back to his conversation.
All right.
And slowly after a few minutes, a very richly dressed green dragonborn, almost his green is almost emerald in color. And now we will start the bidding. We'll start at 900 gold. Do I have a taker for 900 gold?
I'm sorry, what was our max again? I mean, I know we're not in that range yet. But
2,000 gold.
I'll
I-
message to one of us. 901.
well, no, it's the
Like
opening
message-
bid. I'll take
no.
the opening bid.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't want to raise on the
You
opening
don't
bid.
raise on the opening bid.
So you take the bid for 900. Someone else from the group of people. 950. 950.
975.
975. 975. 975. 1,000. 1,000. Anyone for 1,000?
1001.
No. Our
No.
bid was the last one.
Wait, who? Somebody else
Blair's
bid
at 10.
1,000.
Quiet.
No, he's asking if
Somebody-
anybody for 1,000, meaning does anybody
I thought
want
it
to
was
bid?
another person that bid 1,000. Okay.
Yeah, then a person bids 1,000.
Then somebody bids 1,000. Okay.
Gotcha.
And then now I look at Tim. Now it's your turn.
1,001.
Quietly.
Wait, I do that message
A
to the.
voice out of nowhere.
I say out loud 1,025
There you go.
as I realize this isn't going to
1,025.
work with Tim doing it.
The man in the heart undershirt. 1,500.
Somebody else.
1,600.
Someone else in the crowd goes 1,650.
1,675.
The guy in the heart's undershirt 1,900.
Looks over at the teams, and we need to. He's wanting that. We need to get that. And as I whisper to him, you need to talk to that guy.
Can I?
Somebody bid the 2,000. Somebody bid the 2,000.
1,995.
Someone bids 1,999.
2,000?
The man in the undershirt, looking at everyone, slightly frustrated. 5,000.
And there's a collective sigh through the crowd as nobody can match it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't sleight of hand tap somebody's arm up and then message the. Can I?
It won't. It'll be a whisper. They'll hear it as a whisper, so it's probably not going to work.
Straight to the guy. Oh, true. Yeah. Damn.
I mean, it didn't work when you tried doing it just a moment ago with yourself. So
Yeah. I can't boom my voice like Taco can.
well, you can't talk at all. It's all in
Yeah, I
people's
know,
heads
yeah.
and stuff.
And then eventually there's a going once, going twice, and then sold. The man walks up, places a very large bag of coin, and gently takes the picture. As they have kindly wrapped it for him, basically, to prevent him from, like, damaging it.
I look
Okay.
over at the Tortle. We gotta do something, guys.
I look at
I've
the
got a plan.
Tiefling. Do you have command up?
Yes, I do.
Let's follow. Let's follow him from a distance.
The man walks out with his prize.
Okay.
No one's really expecting...
Nonchalantly.
Yeah. He leaves and starts heading for his carriage.
Okay. Well, we head for ours.
Follow that hearse. Oh wait, it's not a hearse.
Yeah.
I was making a Doctor Who reference, but that's also true.
He's gonna get into his carriage.
Okay.
I don't think casting darkness in the middle of town is going to bode well, even though, well, I can see through the darkness, but it's still probably not a good idea.
Can I use suggestion for him to gently put the picture down and get in his carriage and keep on going?
Let me see what suggestion does. I'm fairly
can
certain
try.
you can certainly try.
I mean, it's not directly hurting the person.
Yeah, it's 2 sentences, not directly hurting him. I have to pass his one of his saves. I don't
He makes
what
the
save?
Probably
saving
wisdom.
throw.
with. Okay.
All right. So what's your save DC? 16?
Let me check again. I believe so. Yes.
He fails.
All right.
Okay, hold on. How big is my darkness size for the spell here?
Well, I can make it look peaceful. As he's
No,
getting in
but
his carriage.
he's setting
Oh.
down the thing. So I
True.
want to see 15-foot radius sphere. How much of the crowd would that cover?
You're like basically on the town's like side walkways, like where people would pull up their carriage.
Oh, well, is there anyone else around, I guess is the first question.
There's some people going to like their carriages and like seemingly put out.
Okay, I went to stealth over and take that thing that he just left there.
Roll stealth.
I'm probably not the best person to do this. If all else fails, I'll use my feet to do the darkness thing, and then I'll be able to... Oh, 17.
Oh.
Not bad.
Yeah. No one notices you like grab the picture and you start leaving with it. But then the guy gets into his carriage, at which point suggestion ends.
Right.
And you hear him start yelling.
And then I will command him.
There you go.
What's your save?
That's a good question. My spell save is 14.
Oh, no.
He fails.
So, what did you say, though?
Be quiet.
So silence?
Yeah.
It's one word.
Oh yeah, that's right. Silence.
Yeah. He will do this for 6 seconds, but I'm assuming you're using that to everyone pile in the carriage and go.
Yes.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to nudge the driver. No. Can I center darkness on something?
Yeah.
Like on the
Usually it's
carriage?
where-
Like attached to the carriage?
Your
Our
carriage?
carriage?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you can attach it. You can center it on an area.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Because
we would just pass through it.
in like, I think it's second edition, you could attach it to an object.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking. Let me
Yeah,
double check.
You don't have the magics to do that, unfortunately.
Creature
I
with
look-
dark vision.
I look over at Tim. Tell him that spades.
Completely covering the source of the darkness with an opaque object. Overlaps with an area like so the leads to light is dispelled. From which point you choose. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay. Not this version of
I tell
darkness.
Tim that he should tell the guy that had the painting that Spades got the best of him.
I will out of my deck of cards while the guy. Wait, did we already get in our carriage, or are we going?
No, yeah,
to our
we're taking the
carriage right
6 seconds to hop in the carriage and get moving.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't immediately know it's you guys, but he knows it's stolen. He's going to make a fuss about it.
Yeah, so we're getting the heck out of Dodge.
now? Okay.
You can do something and then hop in the carriage. I'm just saying we're getting ready to get the heck
Yeah,
out of
they
here.
didn't. He didn't see you guys. I've already made a message to him and made myself visible. I'm gonna pull out a spade, like the ace spades out of my deck, and I'm gonna like throw it at the carriage and then run to into our carriage.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love this.
And
It's
you
my
guys
calling
leave
card.
as you hear like various guards and stuff like try to figure out what the hell the matter is.
Is he still within 90 feet of me?
For a little bit.
For a little bit,
Can I cast sleep on him?
No, we'd start with the lowest hit point.
As we run away, just pass out.
Villagers would start passing out first, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're just mass sleep.
I mean, maybe.
What the hell's going on?
You know, hit points of creatures, you'd actually get quite a few commoners that way, because they only have 4 hit points.
The cops would
You know
be
what's-
overrun with like, what's going on?
It would mask our escape.
It
I'm
would.
gonna do it.
All right.
Don't point it in the direction of our driver.
He's not,
Well, you
because,
guys are gonna-
because we're past that point. He's casting it backwards.
Yeah, good. Okay, I was making sure.
Yeah, you roll
Ooh.
5d8. So 24 hit points. A
That-
multitude of like the
Six people?
a multitude of like the nobility people like conk out. And one thing to note, what is
and then another-
sleep's like material components, either fine sand, rose petals, or a cricket. So we'll end this session on you guys riding out as Taco flings rose petals behind your carriage.
Yes.
Okay, sure, but I'm pretty sure he has a focus, so he doesn't need any mundane components.
Oh,
But-
that's
That is true.
I would still will throw it
That's
for
beautiful.
fun.
Yeah, you'll do it for fun, okay.
I'm not like being like rose petal tax. It's like for flavor's sake, we're saying
Well,
you
yeah.
have rose petals for this.
Well, I mean, because the option is either a component pouch or a focus, and he has a focus because he's a paladin.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I just want to point out, just because the spell says you have component X, that's a mundane component. If you have a focus, you don't actually need the component.
Yes, I know.
Oh, nice. Good to know. But yeah, so we steal
Rose
it and
petals shoot out. Rose petals shoot out of your focus.
Yes, that's how.
yes.
As the
like-
guards are confused, as
It
people just
slowly
drop.
falls on people, and they just drop asleep as your carriage rides out of Serenity Bluff,
Oh, 9 people.
And-
Okay.
and that's where we'll call it for tonight because it's almost 11,
Okay.
and everything totally worked out well.
That
I'm hoping
actually,
I get spades
that
in
end
trouble.
part actually went really well. I was not expecting us to just grab it and run.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
it's kind of funny. You met the saint of like luck and stuff, and then your luck went better.
Well, I used my
Right about
low
time.
rolls for those encounter rolls because I knew my rolls were going low. But, you know.
Well, and I had also prepared locate object just in case.
This is not chapter 1 anymore, this page.